For the Americans in South Vietnam, 1966 was to be a year of dramatic expansion. U.S. forces were planned to double to just under 430,000 men. While the buildup was going on, the priority was to secure key parts of the country. By far the most important was the capital, Saigon. Saigon was a teeming city of 2 million people. It was the seat of the South Vietnamese government and the location of South Vietnamese and American military headquarters. Above all, Saigon was the symbol of the South's independence from the Communist North. For the commanders of the Viet Cong guerrillas, the capital was the ultimate prize. The tens of thousands of Viet Cong based within 50 miles of Saigon were already drawing a noose tight around the city. Powerful guerrilla units were pushing right up to Saigon's doorstep. In the countryside around the city, traditional Viet Cong base areas had all the facilities the combat forces needed to prepare their attacks. Since American infantry units had first arrived, they had been trying to disrupt the guerrillas' activities around the capital. On January 8, 1966, they launched the most ambitious sweep yet. Operation Crimp deployed 8,000 troops, making it the biggest American operation of the war so far. Its aim was to capture the Viet Cong's headquarters for the whole Saigon area. The Viet Cong headquarters for Saigon was believed to be somewhere in the Cu Chi district, the communist stronghold barely 20 miles from the capital. The attack would be launched by the American 173rd Airborne Brigade, a battalion of the Royal Australian Regiment, and a brigade of the 1st Infantry Division. North of Cu Chi town was the disused Philhall rubber plantation and the forested area the Americans called the Hobo Woods. Beneath the whole district ran the massive Cu Chi tunnel complex, about which the Americans still knew almost nothing. In the tunnels were the Viet Cong's Cu Chi military headquarters, a signals intelligence unit, 2 hospitals, the Saigon political office, and the Saigon regional military headquarters, the one the Americans were looking for. As with every American search and destroy sweep, Operation Crimp began with massive airstrikes and artillery bombardments. NLF agents had, long before, warned that a big American operation was coming. Guerrilla commanders had already moved several thousand troops out of the Cu Chi area. Only 1,000 local guerrillas were left behind, mostly inexperienced teenagers. But with the tunnels to fight from, they were confident they could inflict serious casualties on the Americans. Right from the start, as the Americans attacked into the Hobo Woods, They faced rifle fire, grenades, and booby traps. NLF snipers opened up from hidden firing positions and within seconds vanished back into their tunnels. The Americans hardly ever saw the enemy who was firing at them. As the days went on, the Americans grew ever more frustrated and demoralized. Dozens of men were killed or injured. Every path seemed to lead to a trap. Only slowly did units begin to discover trenches and bunkers. They also found a handful of tunnel entrances. Still, no one had any idea of the sheer scale of the complex beneath their feet. Although the Ku Chi guerrillas had suffered casualties, they had achieved their main objective. The tunnel complex and headquarters had survived virtually intact, as had the whole Viet Cong organization in the area. In late January 1966, only a few days after the end of Operation Crimp, troops of the 25th Infantry Division arrived at Cu Chi. Their orders were to secure the area for the 25th's main base. The Americans succeeded in pushing out a perimeter using every ounce of firepower they could muster. But from the first day, they faced constant harassing attacks from the Cu Chi guerrillas. For months, the 25th Infantry Division was plagued by mysterious gun and grenade incidents inside its camp. Slowly, to the horror of the Americans, it was discovered they came from tunnels dug under the base itself. They were eventually found and sealed. But the main tunnel complex, only a few miles away, would keep its secrets for years to come.